The biggest misunderstanding people have whenever they get vinyl seats or leather seats inside their cars is they think it's fully protected. And I'm here to tell you that's not the case. What ends up happening is over time, if you do have a fishbowl, like no tints whatsoever, what ends up happening is your leather seats or vinyl seats might discolor over time. So I'll be showing you a quick tip on how to clean and condition your leather seats today. It's super simple, super fast. You could be doing it at home, in your garage, in a parking lot. It's not that hard. To start off with, we do have this seat right here, and I'll be doing a full transformation. I'm not even gonna be putting tape down the line because you'll be seeing a big before and after. To start off with, we're gonna start off with leather cleaner. Leather cleaner is a pH balanced cleaner, which means it's going to clean and remove any filth, gunk, body oils, lotion that might be seen on the leather seat. So like this, if you do have a ceramic coating or protection on your leather seat, it will not come off because it is a pH balance cleaner. So you want to pair this up using a horsehair brush. This horsehair brush, as you guys can see, it's super soft, super subtle. What ends up happening is if you do have an abrasive brush, you might scratch the leather seat, and this is what you want to prevent. We're gonna start off by pairing our leather cleaner and our horsehair brush onto the leather seat. So all you want to do is grab your brush, you'll spray directly onto the surface of the leather. Now, I do know that this leather is perforated, but the holes are not as big as other ones, so I will be spraying it thoroughly throughout the seat. So now that we sprayed leather cleaner onto the surface of the seat, we'll grab our leather cleaner and spray it directly onto our brush. Now, I like to be very generous with this amount of leather cleaner onto the seat, just because you need to think about it. If you do have a passenger that has a heavy amount of sunscreen, body lotion, or even just body oils, over time, your leather seat is going to take wear and tear. So we just scrub this part. Now we'll be scrubbing the back part. And this is my favorite part about leather cleaner. Now, leather cleaner, like I mentioned, is a pH balanced cleaner, and you could use it directly onto all leather goods. Simply spray it, scrub it, and you're all good. Now, I do know I am missing the headrest. Do not worry. After this video, I'm gonna do a whole entire thorough clean. Same exact process I'm showing you guys here on the headrest, the backrest, and the back of the seat. So let's just keep going with this demonstration. So I'm scrubbing it, and after I finish scrubbing it, I'll put my brush off to the side or into my center console, and I'll be getting a workhorse microfiber towel, which is a brown one, and I'm just gonna be coming to this leather seat and just buffing off any residue that might be left behind. After I buff it off, this seat is fully clean. It is not conditioned, so it's not going to restore any vitamin E. It's not going to add any aloe. This is just strictly a cleaner. How I like to explain it is like leather is skin, and over time you need to shower and you need to lotion your skin to keep it moist and supple and soft to prevent cracking. So I'll flip it over to a clean side and just buff off any residue that was left behind onto the surface of this seat. Buff off the bolster right here. So okay, so we just cleaned this leather seat. Next up, we're going to be doing is going to be conditioning the seat. Now, this leather conditioner is going to restore a soft, supple feel to this leather, as well as going to deliver a darker finish to the leather. What ends up happening is, if you do have a fishbowl with no type of tints whatsoever, the sun, the UV rays is going to harm the leather finish, is going to discolor and crack it over time. Now this is going to prevent it. So you open up the spout, you'll be adding two lines of leather conditioner. Now, the holes on this leather seat are perforated, so I'll be grabbing my finger and I'll be smearing it onto this applicator just to prevent any clogging onto my seats. So after it's fully spread, we will go to this leather seat and just simply work it in. Now, the misunderstanding a lot of people have is they just rub it on like this and they say, I'm completely done. And the answer is that is improper. You want to work this leather conditioner into your leather seats how you would work in lotion. So you want to be massaging it into the pores of the leather to allow the leather to actually soak everything in, adhere properly, and like this, it will not fail over time. So if you are just applying conditioner fast and just saying, okay, it's delivering a darker finish to my leather, I'm all good, that is incorrect. You want to work it in as lotion. Rub it into the pores of this leather seat, and you guys can already see a big before and after. This seat right here has leather cleaner plus leather conditioner, while this seat up here only has leather cleaner. Now leather cleaner cleaned it, it's soft, but it's not conditioned. So I'll be getting my leather conditioner once again, applying two lines. And I like to be very generous to my leather seats, just because, think about this. This car sits outside 90% of the day, especially here in Torrance, California. And here in Torrance, California, there's no garage. There's nothing that is going to protect this leather because, like I mentioned, this car does not have any tint whatsoever. It's almost like a fishbowl. You can see it. You can see inside of it. It sits inside the parking lot, and over time, it's going to discolor and fade over time. But by doing this process, we are going to preserve the leather, keep it soft, keep it supple. Nonetheless, it's going to be looking brand new. Now, this leather cleaner and leather conditioner can also be used at home. You can use it on your couches, you can use it on your purses, your shoes, your belt. So like this, your leather goods look amazing at all given times. I'm massaging it deeply through the leather. And after I'm done, this one's already used. Put my applicator off to the side. I'll come back, buff off any residue. If you do have a tag, be sure to remove it. Buff off the residue that I left on the seat. And you guys can see that leather conditioner is not oily, is dry to a touch, and it restored the leather finish. So, as always, if you guys would like to pick up these products today, leather cleaner and leather conditioner, we do have a kit on our website, chemicalguys.com. You can also find it at your local detail garage. As always, I'm Henry, and we will see you guys next time.